The 7 levels of rapper list is hilarious. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe and notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, this is going to be one of those videos where I do less of the talking. I'm going to let the video itself do most of the explaining about what's going on, and I am going to interject. But I saw this debate. A lot of YouTubers are talking about this particular video, and salute to Duplee, who made this video. White boy, he's dead on. I'm just going to start here. This video is dead on. A lot of you guys got in your feelings, but for the most part, this thing was absolutely accurate. I could not have done this better myself. He started with a specific number. He said the 7 levels of rapper, and bro broke this down perfectly. I mean, you're never going to get it 100% right in the minds of these hip-hop heads. Bro got another video where he broke down the different types of rap fans, which I also enjoyed that video. But listen, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to sit down and F your feelings and say the things that needed to be said. I know a lot of you are confused at the placement of Fabulous and different people like that. And listen, A Boogie with the hoodie and all these different guys, they got right where they were supposed to be. I don't have much complaints about this. I even saw other YouTubers that shocked me saying Birdman didn't belong in the trash area of he certainly does belong there along with everybody else he put there. Silk the Shocker. A lot of people are nostalgic, and yeah, you may like the song, but that don't mean that the rapper is not trash. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to try to keep this short, right? Because the video is already 13 minutes long, so I'm not going to do too much talking, but I am going to interject and react to the thing, which is something I really don't do that often on this channel, is react in real time. But this is one of the things I can't just talk about without showing you. You got to see this or hear it to understand what's going on. But I want to just say, listen, I don't disagree with much of this. I know a lot of you got different opinions and this, that, and the third, but without further ado, I'm gonna tap in and we're gonna have the conversation. Let's have some fun with it, gang. Don't take this hip hop shit too serious. It's all subjective.
Every level of rapping ability explained.
Level 1, trash.
The bottom of the barrel. Artists famous for putting out garbage.
You can get hit, bitch. And yeah,
cut the shit off, bro.
I gotta
cut the shit the fuck off.
They can't flow, their voices are annoying, their lyrics are stupid. Just no redeemable qualities whatsoever.
After you talking, that shit stinks.
But you know what's crazy is this, how we got here with so much trash is trash became profitable. A lot of people were investing in trash. It was their cousins and this, that, and the third. My nephew, my uncle, my mom. They can rap, they can spit. And a lot of people got dumped into the game because they can figure out how to monetize them. A lot of these people, you call them industry plants, things, this, that, and the third. It's also just nepotism, and people got co-signed into this thing. And what we would have normally considered as a trash rapper, eventually got turned into a viable cash rapper. And a lot of these guys are on these festivals. They get to hide behind 30 other acts on the show, on the bill, and they have one hit record. All of a sudden they're a star. And it could be a trash hit record. I don't mean our culture. I mean, not even our culture. Hip hop as a whole, the music business, we'll take a trash record that is at first a niche where we're like, yo, can you believe this absolute garbage? And then all of a sudden it's catchy. Right, all these different things. It's so hard in a D, and all these different things, and these different records, all black everything, all gold everything, all these different things that turned they were memes at first, and then people started rocking with them. Right, but let me keep this going.
You started rapping today with zero experience. You would be better than everyone here.
Punk niggas trying to clown me.
How crazy is that, right? Fix your posture, by the way. You're way too hunched over. I need you to understand, like, these guys are physically incapable of just phoning in some men. Their trashness just jumps out and indiscriminately ruins every song they get in here. Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman, and
So right here, I like this lineup right here. The girl boss. He got, what's her name? The girl from Blueface's girl. Can't remember her freaking name right now. But he got the artiste, the streets, the deep, not available. There is no deep rapper on the trash level. That's a fact. The pop star, the white guy, the old school. Listen, this is dead ass accurate, right? And I can't even think of your girl name. That's how I didn't even know this girl. I don't even listen to this girl rap. I don't even know what she raps about. Krishan or some shit. I don't know what her name is, but this shit is dead ass accurate. Everybody on this list deserves to be on here.
Used to own legendary label Cash Money Records. But what he was known for the most was ruining tracks with his awful rapping.
Platinum plus, earrings be trillion cut, and my grill be slugged up. My heart deal with anger, cause nigga, I don't give a fuck.
56 overall for Birdman is generous. And anybody saying Birdman is not a trash rapper, you need to exit the chat immediately. Okay, just because you like a couple of his songs and a couple of his hooks was catchy, and I'm gonna be the first to tell you that Lifestyle record is hard. That's a real good, that's a real record. That's one of the hardest records you will ever see, right? That's one of my favorite joints of that whole, dare I say, trash genre. But Lifestyles is a hard ass record. To this day, I'll put that shit on and zone out. But end of the day, we're not gonna act like Birdman ain't the leader of the trash. It's some guy. This rapper's worse than Birdman. Let's just be honest. But he right there. He the leader of that shit. Let's keep it moving. JJ.
You either play it as a
I don't know why he on here, but let's keep it going.
For another artist you like.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
But no one is actually seriously bumping level 1 rap.
This nigga is trash. You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the fuck did you think you talking? Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Let's go. Hold up. Slow down. We got it. Soldier, listen. Don't you ever say that again in your whole life.
Level 2. Bad.
Unlike the level 1
Tekashi.
rappers, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public.
Ice Spice.
Now and then, if you're lucky, you may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely
That's my homeboy right
limited,
there.
So most of the time, they stick to one sound or even one flow. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
Okay.
She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I'm a baddie.
How we get here with Ice Spice Gang? Let's just be honest. Like, I think it's because the beats is hard and she's saying what they want to hear and she's unapologetic about this shit, but this is where it is, gang. This wouldn't have never passed back in my day, right? Back in our day, whoever's my age or within 10 years of me, it would have never flew. But now it's a different world. It's a different environment. They on different shit, gang. They got a different spice going on. And so this will fly easily here. You put a chick that look half decent and you give her some half decent beats and you give her some hooks that's relatable to the hood or whoever, she gonna blow, she gonna pop. And they, let's be honest, they forced this girl. Let's just, when she first came out, it was organic. It appeared to be organic, but now they forced this girl. And she's not that bad as they make it, but yeah, about 64 overall, yeah.
Like, fuck how you feel. And I'm thick cause I don't miss a meal.
You know, she dead serious, just keeps making the same song over and over again.
It's
Then
a
you
fact.
have trend chasers like Lil Pump.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Deros.
They got him 62. They saying that Ice Spice is better than Lil Pump.
Deros.
Their lack of skill means they often resort to employing gimmicks and internet trends to draw people in.
And let's start right here. You see this guy, right? Lil Pump, guess who co-signed him? Kanye West. You see Tekashi 6ix9ine, guess who co-signed him? Nicki Minaj. A lot of these people jumped on these kids' waves. So you wonder how a person like Lil Pump and Tekashi 6ix9ine expanded their waves. It was the co-signs from the bigger artists trying to keep their waves alive. Let's just be honest. So this is another problem in hip-hop where you're saying that somebody's trash, but then somebody who's respected, who got bars, who got esteem, who got big records, jumping on records with these guys. Let's keep it pushing.
So it's no surprise when they go in and out of style faster than the Yeezy 350s did. Finally,
So you see that right there. Let me just stop right there. No Life Shack, right? That was him. I said April 2018 and then October 2018. He was tired of him. That's how fast this shit is. That's how fickle this rap thing is right now. It's not. This is how quickly this stuff goes up, comes down. Right? It's hot today, dead tomorrow. And that's the problem with this whole thing. This hip-hop culture got a whole identity problem. We don't know what to identify. Like me, I can hear a record. If I know it's going to stand the test of time, I can tell that shit right away. I've been listening to hip-hop for a long time. So most of the time, I'll be like, oh, that shit's a classic. It ain't got to be dead on every single song that me and you both agree on is a classic. But I know in the annals of time, that shit's gonna be around. Right? When I heard the Clips joint, I can say it's a classic, right? The new Clips, Let God Sort Them Out, I can say it's a classic. Because whether you like all the songs, you know, for the most part, that shit's barking the whole CD. The whole, here, look at a CD. But the whole album is barking, right? You're not going to be talking about in 6 months that shit is trash or whatever they do next is trash. You're going to be like, yo, if it's in the same vein and if it's just like this, that shit going to sound right. A lot of this stuff that they're doing right now has no staying power. It's toilet paper, right? It doesn't have, it's not going to last. But this is where we are, where a lot of guys feed into the stuff from the jump. And then a couple months later, they realize it's trash. This is how fast shit is going. This is a microwave hip-hop space right now. It's really, we doing tough right now, gang. Let me keep this moving.
You have people that are just out of touch with the genre, like Will Smith, trying desperately to fit in.
This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
Yo,
this is awful, gang. Let's just be honest. Will Smith, man, if I'm Jaden Smith, I'm embarrassed. I'm keeping my phone off. I'm like, Dad, don't call me for a while. Like, you should have never, ever did this. Like, you set the whole family back, the whole household set back. This is terrible. I'm just going to be honest. And the thing about it is, he's trying to fit in a generation that don't want him to fit in. They want to remember him as Mike Lowry. They want him to be on the Bad Boy screen, and that's it. They don't want no rapping from you. We got to explain to people why we liked Will Smith. That's where we at right now. Us older generation people, we're doing whole diatribes of why we even let this guy rap. Meanwhile, Will Smith, back when he first came out, was legendary. He was original. He was very plugged into the culture. He was smooth. He was cool. He wasn't this guy, this old-ass man trying to fit in with these kids. It looks awful. And they gave him a 65. So they're saying he right there with Ice Spice and Lil Pump. This is what has become of Will Smith, who was a pioneer, a legend in the game. Will Smith put Biz Markie in Men in Black. This guy is a pioneer in this business, but now he's a laughingstock, and these kids are laughing at him, trying to make himself relevant again. You don't need to be relevant to these kids. Stop trying to do this.
what the fuck is he doing, bro? And the harder they try, the cornier it gets. It's just a never-ending cycle of ass. Buddy, you've been rich for 25 years. What the fuck are you doing posted up on a corner with the fitted in a fucking varsity jacket? You don't put on some moccasins and a knitted sweater right this instant?
So hold up. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Now, we all can admit that Will Smith low-key corned out on this one, gang. But I believe that Will Smith was trying to return to his roots. There's really no way to explain it, gang. I'm not even going to sit and waste my time trying to defend this shit. Because I'm 100% corny and bro is 100% right. But what I'm going to say is I believe him putting on, which we know he don't even wear fitteds and jackets and shit. But I think the album cover, because I don't remember his album cover. But that looks like the album cover for the new album that he did. And I think what he was trying to do was show that I'm from West Philly. That's where I was born and raised, And he put the hat on and the jacket back on to apparently try to do a concept. I don't know, man. It's still weird. I don't know. Level 2. No, level 3. I'm sorry.
All right, I know these days youngins use the word mid to describe anything ranging from the worst shit they've ever heard.
First of all, bro ain't missed yet. We on level 3. I have no complaints of what's going on so far. I'm just gonna be honest. So he ain't missed yet. Let's keep it pushing.
To like a 7 out of 10 song, but we're here today to define real mid. Like Tyga, like Moneybag Yo, like a Travis Scott feature. Not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland rap caviar fodder.
Back that ass. Back that ass. Girl, you look good, make me spin that cat.
Bro, I honestly, you know what? I never really, when I saw this, I said, damn, Tyga is big. I never put no thought into it. I always say that Tyga always reinvent himself. He's never out of the loop. He always make a hit record. He's always coming back. Every year and a half, when you forgot about Tyga, he gonna make a record. He gonna have some chicks in there bobbling and wobbling, and the joint gonna pop. You're gonna look up, and in the 2 days, it's gonna have 1.1 million views. He got another hit. He never ever stops making music, and I applaud him for that. But it's at the end of the day, when you peel back the level, when you peel back all the onions and this and that, the layers, bro, Tyga is mid. Tyga makes mid look good. I'm just gonna be honest. So I can't even argue with bro right now. We cooking right now. I know a lot of you probably disagree, but Tyga low key, he level 3. He level 3. Him and Travis is big time level 3. Let's just be honest. But this is living proof that level 3 can make hits. It is what it is. Let's go.
Cash.
Level 3 rap is best suited as background music in any sort of car or function where not offending people.
And what's bro right there? He used to do the video. He does the videos on YouTube. I think his name is Cal or something like that.
Is the primary objective. And that quality has made it perfect for Wingstop commercials and annual 2K soundtracks.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
As a result, mid-rap has basically become corporate over the years. That's why you hear it everywhere, but it still has no fan base. I don't know about you, but me personally, I have never met a single Tyga fan. Unlike Level 2, mid-rappers might actually have
I agree.
more than one flow, some like surface level wordplay.
Count on some money, then smoke me a plant. This shit got me higher than John Morant.
You might even get a 9 on me like Rajon Rondo. 30 on me like Steph Curry, 33 on me like Scottie Pippen. We can just keep going like this.
And you know what it is too? It's easy stuff, but these people digest the easy shit. When you're sitting there playing a game, you don't want to get deep. You're playing 2K, you're playing whatever, Destiny 2, you're playing Minecraft, you're playing whatever. Like, you don't want to get deep, Fortnite and all this other shit, right? You don't want to get deep. You just want some background music that's going to play and let you smoke, let you drink, whatever you're doing, and you probably might got somebody on the phone with you, whatever. It's just this is simplistic stuff, but that's where the world is at. I'm gonna go even a step even further, that these kids are multitasking, so they don't really got time to pay attention to this shit. So it's like the music in the background. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, da da da. So it's like a lot of shit going on where the music doesn't even really matter. It's like elevator music or lo-fi beats. It's just stuff in the background. Go to sleep to type shit.
Bars galore.
Ballin' like I'm in the NBA.
Like, come on, bro. And people are gonna get mad that I'm putting Travis in this category. But remember, bro, we're basing this off pure rapping ability.
Just rapping, gang.
I don't know. Name one Travis Scott bar right now.
I'm not even gonna waste your time.
Right? Because truth be told, stripped of its blockbuster sound, Travis Scott's rapping is just bland and forgettable. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's why his features never hit. He's not a verse guy, but that's fine. I mean, great artist, mid-rapper. Very important distinction to make for this video.
Oh God, my God, this should be like God level.
Alright, up until this point, it's been all shits and giggles.
He's trying.
Time to start making people mad.
Level 4. Okay.
Level 4 is by far, I'm going to be honest, the most controversial level. I'm just going to be honest. All the other stuff pretty much is lock, stock, bang, bang, bang. But this level 4 right here, they put my boy Corday in there. And I can never figure out, like, listen, I always tell people, even my son, I'm like, yo, you like Corday? He like, not really. I'm like, but that's your era. He's supposed to be the spitter of your era. But I'm just going to be honest. I be trying to get into Corday, and I be saying, I'll listen to it. I'll be like, the album was good. That's something. I'll listen to it, and I won't go back. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Corday is one of them guys I just don't go back. Him, J. Cole, Big Sean, I just can't. I don't go back to the album. So I'm going to have to admit, Corday is level 4. Maybe it's whatever. And even with the verse, when he got the feature with Wheezy, good record, I just didn't go back. I know people have people that they like and they tend to, lean towards. I don't lean toward Corday, but I always respect him. I got a handful of people that I respect. I say, the game, we need you on that wall. We need you in that fight. We need a Corday. We need a Big Sean. We need a J. Cole. We need a Joyner Lucas. But at the same time, they don't connect. It's just a bunch of words coming at you. And I'm saying they're good words. Don't get me wrong. They're good words and this and that and the third, but they don't. I don't know what I'm looking for to explain this, but it's a resonate thing. And even when they say some real shit, it's real and it's good, but it's just, all right, it was good. It doesn't draw me back to it. You know what I mean? Let me keep this push.
In here, we will begin talking about respected rappers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. I'm trademarking that. Don't steal it, please. What separates it from normal mid is that these guys may have the ability to get introspective on a track, or bust like a fast flow, or like an impressive rhyme scheme.
Right.
And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from casuals who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels.
Yeah, it was stupid. No, who are your favorite artists? You listen to hip hop?
Yeah, have you guys heard of Joyner Lucas?
Yeah. Yo, why he do bro like that? Yo, listen, the sound effect is crazy, and it just sound crazy. Like, bro is like throwing this like most abstract nigga. Yo, you ever heard of Joyner? Like, yo, that's hilarious. Listen, I agree with bro, because I always say it all the time, like Joyner Lucas is the most talked about, but never listened to artist I've ever heard. Like Joyner Lucas could drop a joint, do 1 million in 2 days, and no one's talking about it. I've never seen nothing like it. It used to feel like Tyler was like that, but Tyler, his impact has grown now. But it used to feel like Tyler would have a #1 album and no one, and they'd be like, Tyler who? Who you talking about? Most of the world. But I think Tyler has surpassed that now. Most people know about him, but Joyner has not gotten past that level. Joyner was still, he's sitting in a whole UK battle right now, and like, who cares with the UK? I'm just gonna be honest. Let me keep this moving.
Thirsty for the tiniest drop of lyricism in the mainstream. Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that Jack Harlow album. They were like, shit, this is real rap. He's bringing it back. Corday popped off and they were like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Now I ride with a pay chauffeur, cause I'm way dope, I better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola.
They heard Big Sean and said,
yeah, he's top 3.
I've been backstabbed and laughed at. We gon' see who get the fucking last laugh, and we doing more numbers than
wouldn't be.
You know what's crazy about that too? What's crazy about that is Corday, Big Sean. I don't listen to Jack Harlow. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't listen to him. But Fabulous, these are people I want to win, even though I don't play their music. I have no problem if they win. They can win and do platinum, da-da-da. I have no issues with what they're doing because they're solid artists. But level 4 sounds right out of 7. They're right there. It's like, it's okay. I'm just going to be honest. I put the last, Big Sean released the album probably 2-3 months ago. And I said, all right, you know what, Charles, you're gonna power through this joint. You're gonna finally rock with Big Sean. You're gonna get his joint a listen, da da da. And I tried to get through it, and it's not bad, gang. It's not a bad record, right? It's not a bad record, but I just can't continue with it. I don't know where to put him in this bubble. I don't know if he's street or suburban. I don't know if he's hard, or if he's complex. I don't know where to put him. Not saying I got to put him in a bubble, but I got to kind of relate to your struggle. I got to know where the struggle starts. And it seemed like Big Sean's struggle started everywhere. It's here, it's there, it's where my grandmama is over here. Da, da, da. It's all over the place and it's nowhere at once. So I'm like, I don't understand him. So I can't really him, Corday. Everybody on here, they never put their foot of where they are. Like DMX, I know where he's from, right? I know what he does. I know what he's about. I even read DMX's book. I don't know. It's like Big Sean and Corday. They like, my life was kind of tough, but it really wasn't that bad. So it's like, what we talking about? Like, come on, gang. Let me just keep this moving.
Reality, these guys are decent. You know, that's about it. Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay relevant for over 10 years in some cases.
That's facts.
Level 5, good.
Everyone from this level on can rap. Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can carry their own against almost anyone. Almost.
I mean, Big Sean could have been a level 5. Let's just be honest. He could have been. He's good.
Level 5 has wordplay, entendres, and storytelling for days. They enjoy respect amongst most people in the industry, but still fall short with those rap purists and hardcore hip-hop fans who just refuse to buy into the hype. You know?
That's a fact. I am one of them hardcore hip-hop fans and hardcore hip-hop guys, and everybody he's showing, I just... like Wale and this and that. Not saying Wale's bad or good. I just I don't consider listening to Wale. And Wale's from where I'm from. I don't consider listening to a full Wale record at any point in time. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm sorry.
You know, to them, they're just okay. They're hating. This is probably the most varied group on here, as you can see level 5s in every corner of the genre, including but not limited to young guys who...
Let me go back to that because I want to see that. I want to see that lineup again. That lineup was serious, and this is where it gets sticky, right? Sticky. The girl boss, he showed Nicki. The artiste, he showed Kanye. The streets, he showed DMX. The deep, he showed Wale. The pop star was Drake. The white guy was Mac Miller, and the old school was LL Cool J. Literally everybody on there can rap, right? But they're not the top tier of this game that we have, this hip hop thing that we have. They all have good, memorable records, but I think they all have they could be better. And I'm gonna say something blasphemous, and this is the realest shit I can tell you. Although I like DMX and I like some of his records, I never thought that DMX was as great a rapper as they made him out to be. I think DMX inspired a feeling. I think DMX made a lot of people feel a way, and he excited a lot of people what he was saying. He was never ever spitting. And this guy is going to say it later in the video that he lacked in some technical skills. DMX did lack in some technical skills, and when he got older, as DMX got older and more like seasoned in the game, DMX rapping got, I guess he wasn't focused as he should be, but DMX rapping got less and less good. And toward the end, DMX dropped that worst album I ever heard from any rapper. The last DMX album, rest in peace to DMX, but as DMX progressed, he did not get better. Certain rappers get better as they get better. Nas got better. Jay-Z got better. Like, certain rappers get better. But DMX did not get better. So I never understood the hype of DMX. He's in the top tier rappers list. I never got that. Let me keep this pushing.
But not limited to young guys who rap over Alchemist beats, Golden Age pioneers, blog era lyricists, bling era pop stars.
Hold up, blog era lyricists is hilarious, and he showed Wale. That's a real thing. Tyler, Wale, what's this guy with the I Love College? All these guys, blog era rappers. They were blog era rappers, and that is a real thing. And most of them blog era rappers not tapped in no more. And the bling era, Kanye is at the top of that too. Let me keep this pushing.
I feel the pressure under more scrutiny, and what I do,
act more stupidly.
Again, Kanye, generational artist, good rapper. You may be wondering, well, why can't a guy like Drake be level 6? You know, he can rap. Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm used to seeing tears drop over enormous meals. The restaurant clip.
This is where the Drake fans start to cry tears. You can cry tears. Licking with your tongue when they come down, gang. We don't care.
There's out faint echoes of Lauryn Hill.
See, it's like all the aesthetics are there, you know? He gets
gave him an 83.
Right conductor beat, but if you dive any deeper, you just start hearing shit like this.
Oh, so many checks owed. I feel Czechoslovakia, nigga. What the fuck?
What? He said that shit like it was so tough too. Like, to me, Drake's lyrical bag feels like that one scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout, you know, it was all in like 2D. So that's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store. The point I'm trying to make is that even though a lot of these guys seem stellar at first, they're just missing that one piece that will make them great. DMX lacks technical ability.
He does.
Drake is extremely shallow, so
he is.
depth. Chance is corny.
Chance is corny. I'm just gonna be honest. It's gonna be. I'm gonna say something crazy, right? And I know you're gonna be like, Joe, what the hell's wrong with you? But I didn't hear Chance. No, I heard of Chance, but I did not pay attention to Chance. And you can, whatever, flame me in the comments, whatever. I did not pay attention to Chance till Life of Pablo. I was never listening to Chance. Chance is from that blog era rap, da-da-da. But I wasn't into Chance like that. I thought Chance killed that his verse on Life of Pablo. Right? Father stretched my hands or whatever, he was first, right? I like that verse to this day. But almost everything after that, everything that Chance did after that, I was like, I can't get jiggy to this whatsoever. Like, I don't know. And I know he tried. I know he's known for his singing, like in the baby voice or whatever. And I know a lot of people love Chance, and I didn't understand why they put. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna hate on the nigga money, but why they put him on that Hustle and Flow show when they was judging rappers. I'm like, why is Chance one of the judges? But it is what it is. I guess he, you know what I'm saying? He's a big name. Dude ended up on what's the name of that show where they turn around in the chairs? America's Got Talent. Yeah, that show. Yeah, he's marketable, but it's not for me. Let me keep it moving.
So it's like, just like if they had this one thing, they could easily be
Level 6.
Level 6.
Great.
MF
Suddenly,
Doom.
we get a lot less mainstream.
J. Cole and Common.
I mean, some of these guys rap so good, nobody even wants to hear that shit.
Not
Zero
that.
compromises are made here. The rapping is intricate. The lesson is inevitable. The youngins are bored.
That part. That part. The youngins are bored. That's when you know you're really spitting Look at Kai Cenat's face. He checked out. He wish he was somewhere else. And that's what our legends are. That's when you know you're really on to something, because this generation don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear the quick fix, the sleepy time, nighttime vibe music that they can just pop a perk and keep it pushing, right? But at the end of the day, my levels, the level 6s and the so-called level 7 of rappers, which I'm telling you, I agree with Homeboy List. I don't have much pushback. I'm just going to be honest. I haven't heard nothing that make me say, well, wait a goddamn minute. No, I haven't heard nothing that make me want to stop the video and curse bro out. So dude is cooking. But yeah, this whole thing with the youngins are bored. That's exactly what's going on. Some of the youngins can get it. Some of these youngins, but this stuff is timeless. Sooner or later, even back in the day, I got a whole nother video coming out next. One of the next videos in the next 2 or 3 going to be about lyrical miracle rappers. There's always going to be youngsters that can get with lyrical miracle rap. It's always going to be there. That's going to be a thing. But for the most part, they don't want to hear this shit. But that's a skill that is obtained with wanting to be the best and wanting to be a part of this culture and wanting to be in the craft in a real way. Let me continue.
This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping just demands your attention. It can't just fade off into the background anymore.
You like slow down, come back even faster out, then switch gears again, do a different type of speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type of speed. And this is what he's so good at. That's why these flows sound so off kilter, and yet he never loses his timing.
There are some exceptions though. I'm talking about Prime Wayne, Cole, maybe. I don't know about aux. I don't know about aux with Cole.
Walking contradiction, my description. Off the top magician, compositions, non-fiction. Shit it in the competitions, pot the piss and go.
Level 6s have the ability to wash any rapper in the world on the right day.
Don't y'all miss Cole? I wonder what Cole gonna do, gang. Like, let's be honest. Like, I always said that I've listened to Cole albums, but they had no replay value with me, but I always respected him. I need him on that wall. This dude could spit, gang. This dude is one of the illest rappers in the world, and before this crazy beef that he got entangled in and walked away from, which a lot of us are giving him a whole lot of flack, this guy was one of the nastiest. He's the epitome of rapper that can really rap, but ain't always gonna make you, like bro said, put the aux cord in, right? But I'm not really riding with people in my car that I need to change the music for any fucking way. So I don't give a fuck about that aux cord shit. But I understand some of you guys got to go. You got to do group pulls, and you got to jump in the car together and go to work and this, that, and the third. So I understand y'all got to share the aux, da da da. But I really never. I'm playing what I want to play. I'm just gonna be honest. And I never really. Cole is level 6. You can't deny whether you like it or don't. Cole is level 6. But at the end of the day, some of that stuff still is just over people's head. You could be level 6 and still have boring music. I'm just gonna be honest. And I used to defend Cole against that shit. That sleepy time music, that was his number one. I don't even know who was so mad about this motherfucker. It was always like sleepy ass Cole. And I come to realize it was like a mixture of like Drake fans and kind of like Kendrick fans combined. I don't know what it was. They just was mad that he was in that conversation. So they was sleepy ass Cole. I never understood why they was so mad at this guy, because he never bothered nobody, but they was always on his ass. I don't know. Let me keep this pushing.
The name commands instant respect from real hip-hop fans across the globe. And even though they rarely go mainstream, they often end up staying relevant in the underground.
Let me ask you a question. Is that No Name? Who's the girl on the girl boss that he got right there? I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna be honest. Is that No Name?
Through multiple decades and end up inspiring generations to come. Guys like MF Doom, like Common, like Rakim.
It can't be mixed, diluted, it can't be changed, the switch.
And let me just say this. Rakim is the greatest rapper, lyricist of all times. You got to understand what's going on. Rakim was rapping in 1984, 85, 86. And by 89, Rakim was saying he was breaking down cosmics, the cosmos, and like this guy was talking about galaxies and just ultra blackness and spirituality. He put it all in a rhyme that was entertaining and still tell you can't fuck with me on the microphone. This guy is one of the best lyricists. You still could catch shit to this day. You can listen to this guy for 10 years straight, you still ain't catch everything. But people don't understand that this guy was one of the best to ever do it. And every single lyrical miracle rapper got that shit from trying to be like Rakim. Every single one. Nas, everybody tried to be what Rakim did. And when Rakim, they say it all the time, well, I don't know if they say it all the time, but when Rakim stepped foot in Marley Marl's studio, who Marley Marl produced the Juice Crew and Queensbridge and all that shit like that, Craig G, salute to Craig G, Cool G Rap, Roxanne Shante, he was huge on the radio. He's a big time. Him and Mr. Magic, they produced these guys. And allegedly, according to them, out their own mouths, that when Rakim went in that studio and recorded, they laughed at Rakim. They thought Rakim was corny. They was like, yo, what's up with this boy? He rapping through his nose, da-da-da. They thought his voice was too high-pitched. They didn't rock with Rakim at all. They did it, and they still recorded him. And when it released, that dude changed history forever. He's one of the greatest rappers, if arguably the greatest. And when I do my top, you tell me to do top 5, Rakim is interchanged between 1 and 2, depending on how I feel that day. Most of the time I'll say Rakim, KRS, or I'll change it KRS and Rakim. But 1 and 2 hip hop rappers of all time, Rakim is in that list. He's in my top 5 forever. Some people have to come out, some people go in, but Rakim will never leave that. I just wanted to say that. Let me keep this pushing.
I think Rakim is really a good example of why some level 6s fall short of the top. Rapping is like a sport, and as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights. So even though Rakim's rapping incredibly sounds still fresh,
right,
40 years later, he's naturally been outmatched by people who have taken his style and built upon it, taking rap global with better storytelling, more vivid imagery, more of an expressive cadence. The same applies for many others.
So it's just like if you're a basketball player and you're back in the day, you're Earl the Pearl or something like that. You're one of these guys, Dr. J, da-da-da. You're killing things, you're dunking, you're slamming. You got these tiny ass shorts on, you got your Chuck Taylors on. And at the time, Chuck Taylors were technically they were the new advanced technologically created shoe for basketball. They were the top tier, right? But at some point, those shoes are going to be old. They're going to start figuring out how to make shoes that fit your feet better. They're going to take the beginning, because they measured his feet for those shoes and made them perfect for it at the time. But then as time goes on, they're going to make better shoes. They're going to make better uniforms. And the players, when you're that good, 50 guys are watching you, trying to imitate you. And one of them guys is going to learn how to do you better than you. And that's what's happening with Rakim. And not only that, Rakim broke up with Eric B. A whole lot of shit went on. Rakim disappeared for a few years. So a whole lot of stuff changed. And a lot of our heroes from the 80s that were magnificent. Big Daddy Kane was one of the best rappers in the 80s. And as time went on, even he said, my flow got stale. I got stale. I didn't change with the times. As these young people coming out, Method Man and Ghostface and all these people, Big Daddy Kane couldn't adjust to that. So this is what happens when you're this good for your time. You are ahead of people, but at the same time, they catch up to you, they pass you, and the youth is always going to look like they're more advanced than you, because they are. They're going to change the times, they're going to change the moment, and that's what happened with these spitters like Rakim. The youth like Nas and people like that. Jay-Z came along and did it better, on a better level, with more money behind them and a bigger, just a push from the radio, from their label. It's just it's a numbers game. Rakim disappeared for a long time. Let me keep this pushing.
On this level, we were also once
level 7 GOAT.
GOAT rappers are extremely rare and come by once in a generation.
And bevel rap on a doctor level, so F. Scott Fitzgerald. Maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Pharaoh. Undergarments of armor be my intimate apparel. Pre-Kardashian Kanye, my rap believe.
This nigga's a machine. I just did a video on Black Thought. Some of you was upset with my synopsis at the end of the video, but Black Thought is a machine. He is the prototype. If you start and you try to tell space aliens about, yo, listen, this is what rapping could be, then you would show them Black Thought, because rapping, this is the highest level. This is Android level rapping. This is AI level rapping. This is the top tier. Everything you want to throw in there, that's what Black Thought is.
To do everything at an elite level. It's like they see rap in 4D. They can go complex, they can simplify, they're good in the underground, good in the mainstream, just masters at their craft. They sound completely unique and their voices are instantly recognizable, to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they try their hardest.
Hell no!
I haven't seen him.
And you know what I want to say about that line right there? A lot of you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of you guys take a line like that, and in hindsight, you try to make it, what do you say? It wasn't that serious. You got to understand, at the time, nobody thought that. Nobody said that. It was this whole big 3 talk, da-da-da-da. This dude came out of nowhere, was like, fuck that shit. That shit was a tornado. That's why you're probably looking at it like, now, why are they jumping up and down? That shit was, that's just ass. It's da-da-da. No, at the time, that big 3 talk was real, and they were making that a real big deal. They just had a whole video talking about first-person shooter. I'm the big 3, da-da-da. It's me, Cole, and da-da-da. It's me, Drake, and Kendrick, da-da-da. That shit was a real thing in hip-hop, and this guy came out. First of all, for him to even address it is crazy. But for him to say, fuck it. Like, it's just me, gang. Like, that's a crazy bar. And that's why this dude is considered one of the best that ever did it. Let me keep this pushing.
One person replicate the mesmerizing flows of a
Andre 3K.
the monumental presence of a Jay-Z.
But you knew what a fan was. I had it laid out for you knew what the plan was. 300 mil later.
95.
The unlimited depth of a Kendrick Lamar.
I can see the evil. I can tell it. I know it's illegal.
97. Bro doing this like Madden in 2K. You can't have 100. Like, it gotta be like, I gotta have some flaws in it some way, da-da-da. But I respect bro for keeping this a buck, because he could have pandered. And he could have put Drake up here with these guys. He don't belong up here. He could have put Matt. He could have put Big Sean up here with these guys. He could have put anybody because he's a fan. I see some of these lists where you could tell that it's a young guy, but he's just a fan. So he'll stick somebody up higher than they belong, right? It makes no sense that the guy's up there, but they'll do it because they're a fan. This is not fan driven. This guy is this is researched. And for him to put Jay there, for him to put Kendrick there, Eminem, these guys he's putting at level 7, this is what it is. And I know some of you are like, man, get out of here, da-da-da. But if you're going to be honest, like, I don't really want to hear from people that's not being honest. Like, if you're going to be honest, these are the level 7s that have done this at a high level on every kind of way. They've mastered the craft, and they've gotten better with it as the years went on. This is what we're talking about. I don't want to hear no fan service and you trying to stick motherfuckers in there that don't belong. Yo, Pharoah Monch should be. We're not talking about Pharoah Monch. We're talking about this right here. And Pharoah Monch is great. Don't get me wrong. He's a high level, but let's keep it a buck.
I need you guys to understand, bro. I know hating Kendrick is cool now because he's super mainstream and popular these days. But here's the thing. He's just the best. And it's not even really close. He just has everything. There's no weakness. His bag is too deep. And how could I go the whole video without mentioning Prime Eminem?
Hold up. So what I'm not going to do is sit here and do a whole I'm not even going to talk about Kendrick, because if you guys feel any different, then it is what it is. But at the same time, you're not being honest. This guy has every level of this thing, just like anybody else that he's talking about on his level 7. He's tapped them all. So I don't got to sit here and try to be like, yo, like some type of fanboy or whatever. I'm just keeping it a buck. Everybody he's talking about at this level 7 phase belongs there.
Emphasis on the prime.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition. Take a second to listen before you think this record is dissing.
Hey.
And I've never been shy about saying Eminem is one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Eminem needs to be at this level 7, whether you like him or not. Some of you guys judge him just based on his race and this, and that, and the third. I don't do that. I think that this dude, and a lot of your favorite rappers agree with me, that Eminem belongs in this high, top tier level MCing. If you understand what MCing is, I'm not talking about personal preference or da-da-da. If you want, I can put somebody there that I don't like as a human being, but I can say that guy is nasty, right? Like I can say Talib Kweli is a very good MC. I don't like Talib Kweli. Talib Kweli is a sucker in real life, but with the microphone, Talib Kweli got amazing skills. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna keep it at that.
We got one. We got us one. Shit, this is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of hip-hop will be entrenched in school textbooks, these guys are gonna be the first ones mentioned. If you wanna find out what makes hip-hop so great and popular, start by listening to one of them rap. You'll be...
Let's talk about it. So the people he put on the screen, and what he's saying, and I agree with it, he's basically saying these guys that he put on this screen will be talked about forever. Biggie, Andre, Jay, Nas, Kendrick, Eminem, and Tupac. That's most people's top, so what's that, 7? That's most people's top 7 right there. When you start saying top 7, it's some dudes that's just undeniable. Yeah, you're gonna have some people say Pac don't belong, some people da-da-da. Tupac belongs in there. And when they put a time capsule together, you're going to have a song from each one of these guys in there. When they say, okay, this is rap from this is American rap. This is rap from this is the classic era of rap. These are the guys that's going to be in there. You're gonna also throw an Ice Cube in there. You're gonna throw a Scarface in there. But for the most part, this is going to be what it is. And this everybody on this list deserves to be there. You want to throw Rakim in there, and you want to throw KRS-One in here. This look like my damn top 10 list. I'm just gonna be honest. It's very similar. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Listen, salute to Duplee for making a very interesting film, right? A very interesting video, and I believe that bro is dead on. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I feel like what we just watched, to me, in my opinion, was dead on. I have nothing else to say about it. I'm going to say salute to whoever's watching this video, right? And salute to the people that understand what hip-hop is about. It ain't necessarily about being a fan of it and saying, oh, yo, this is my guy, da-da-da. Coming in here being upset about who wasn't on the list, this, that, and the third. We could do that all day, but it's not about the list because it ain't really a list. It's just he's talking about that specific level. And then he gave a few, he's not saying your guy ain't on the list. He's saying this is the level, and if your guy, if you feel like the guy that wasn't spoken, if you think Exhibit or Razcast should have been on here, then put him on there. But that's not what the video, it wasn't naming every rapper in the world. Some of you guys will be like, what about, what about Dale the Funk Hope Saber? You're gonna have somebody, this is not what this is about. What level does he belong on? You're not gonna name every fucking rapper. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know what you think. Let them know who sent you. All right, they got all kind of flavors. They ship all over the U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Tap in, me, TJ, and Fliz. We talk about hip-hop. We might talk about this. Let us know you in the building, all right? I'm going to catch you on that flip side. I'm out. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh,